Okay, we've let the red dry for just a minute. You may have noticed I went over right here, but I got a trick to take care of that. But before we do that, we'll make a pass on the fine lines. And so the key with fine lines is having a good paint consistency. I want to make sure the blob, what a technical term, blob. Make sure that your paint, not too much on the brush. I'm going to paint all the way into that little corner. And so for some, the fine lines can be a little intimidating. I'll admit it's tough on a textured surface. Well, this is a little bit textured, so if you're painting on, say, a stretched canvas, it may take a little bit of work to get nice clean edges. And so watery paint can be a little easier to spread smoothly. Just be sure to give it a few, well, as many coats as it takes. So that's another frequently asked question. How many coats does it take? And the answer is however many it takes. You notice for these fine lines, I've actually made a pair of lines. We're just doing our best to paint in between them. And last but certainly not least, we have the teeth. So at this scale, it's not a big deal to just paint the teeth as though they're fine lines. Okay. So for your fine lines, teeth and eyes, it is tempting. And of course you can There are brush tip markers. If the marker ink matches your acrylic paint. There are also acrylic paint pens, which function somewhere between a pen and a marker, but they're actually loaded with acrylic paint. Or you can be old school and just use the brush. So usually when I'm painting like this, I'm not filming or talking to a camera. I've usually got headphones on, listening to some music, some audiobooks, talk radio. Probably my favorite way to paint, though, is in the company of other painters.